So yesterday we were discussing the spectral series, and even I have shown you one graph also. I said it is very important. So let us just revise it and move forward. So this was the first graph I've shown you, showing the variation of the potential energy. We know we wrote the formula for potential energy as minus ZE square by 4 pi epsilon 0 R. From this, U varies inversely as minus R, because this ZE and 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 are constants. Hence, we can draw a conclusion that U varies directly as minus 1 by R. That's how we have a graph towards negative y-axis. So the potential energy, as R decreases, the potential energy keeps on increasing. With the decrease in R implies the potential energy increases, because more and more work will be done as the distance of the electron in the orbit from the nucleus is closer and closer, from preventing it in falling into the nucleus. Therefore, the electron will be possessing, the electrons present in the orbits very close to nucleus will have higher energies than those staying little farther. So this is the inference we can draw from this graph. Very important. Then we have the second graph. I told you is beautifully presented. So I have shown you all the different spectral series. We have drawn even energy level diagram, and yes, we have drawn the energy level diagram as well as orbital model showing the different spectral series. Here, of course, I have shown you the numerical values of energies associated with sorry. I have shown you the energies associated with each quantized orbit, starting from the n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, and so on. Values are given here. So this is the, you can see n is equal to 1. Corresponding energy is minus 13.6, but he approximated to 14. N is equal to, it is minus 4 point something, and so on. So even has shown up to infinity. These are the energy levels in hydrogen atom, and this is the Lyman series corresponding to transition of electrons from n is equal to 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. infinity up to n is equal to 1. And this is the Balmer series. Yes. Here we have the transition is to into the second orbit from 3, 4, 5, 6 infinity. I have shown you the colors also. 4 different spectral lines: H alpha, H beta, H alpha, H beta, H gamma, H delta, 4 spectral lines. Exactly the colors in which the spectral lines appear, we shown in this graph. That's why I have shown you this picture once again to have the clarity of the colors of the spectral lines formed in the visible region of the spectrum. Balmer series, I told you, it will be in visible region. And this is how Paschen series is shown. Similarly, bracket and fund series. So it's a beautiful pictorial presentation of the various regions of the hydrogen spectrum. Among Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, bracket and fund, only this Balmer series will be in the visible region. Rest of all will be, Lyman will be in the invisible region, that is UV region. Paschen will be in the near infrared, bracket middle infrared, fund series far infrared. And this is another table I have shown you yesterday, showing you the longest and shortest wavelengths and the region in which it is present. So Lyman, second to 1, 1333 angstrom units, infinity to 1, shortest 1000 angstrom units. It belongs to UV region. Then Balmer series we have from 3rd, 4th, 5th to 2nd. Longest is 7200 angstrom units. Shortest is 4000 angstrom units. It belongs to visible region. Then Paschen series from 4, 5, 6 to 3rd orbit. 20,570 angstrom units is the longest. 9,000 angstrom units is the shortest. So it is present in near infrared. Then we have bracket 5, 6, 7 orbits to 4th orbit. 44,444 angstrom units is the longest, and 16,000 angstrom units is the shortest. We have middle infrared region. Last one is fund series, 6, 7, 8 orbits to 5th orbit. 81,880 angstrom units longest, 25,000 angstrom units shortest, far infrared. So this is about the various spectral series and the regions in which they belong. Then we have, sorry, one more. Yes, this is how I made the calculations. I did all these things in yesterday's class. So we have shown how I calculate all these wavelengths, longest and shortest. Longest means between two neighboring orbitals. Because the spacing is less, energy emitted will be less. So you know very well, E is equal to h nu, that is E is equal to hc by lambda, implies E varies inversely as wavelength. So if lambda longest means energy will be the least. You have to remember all these things. So this is how we discussed the various spectral series in hydrogen atom. Now even I told you some other relations, like how to get energy. Frequency nu will be, it is C by lambda, that is C into nu bar. So I'll get RC into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. And if you want energy, H nu, this is RHC into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. Even these relations are very, very, very important. So I will discuss. Yeah, okay. ఒక్క నిమిషం బాబు, 1 minute మా. Okay. So this is how we completed the Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom, and some more points are there. The limitations of Bohr's theory of hydrogen atom. Limitations are, please note it down. Limitations. First and foremost one, please write. It could explain only single electron system. It could explain only single electron system. Second, it failed to explain the intensity of spectral lines. It failed to explain the intensity of spectral lines. Intensity means energy per unit area per unit time. We did some problems in dual nature and photoelectric effect also. Third and important drawback, third one, it failed to explain the fine structure of spectral lines. It failed to explain the fine structure of spectral lines. You can put note and write. Fine structure means splitting up of spectral lines, under the action of magnetic field. Splitting up of spectral lines under the action of the magnetic field and electric field. Magnetic and electric fields. They are of course respectively called Zeeman and Stark effects. Zeeman effect and Stark effect. Next, significance of atomic spectra. You can expect some conceptual questions. Significance of the atomic spectra. Significance of the atomic spectra. First one, the spectrum emitted or radiated, the spectrum corresponding to the radiation, the spectrum corresponding to the radiation will have a specific wavelength, which is the characteristic of the gas or vapor, which is the characteristic of the gas or vapor. Means, what do you mean by this? The spectrum emitted by hydrogen gas is different from that of helium, lithium. Like that, no two elements in the periodic table will give you the same spectra. That is the meaning of it. Hence, the spectrum formed by a particular gas when you keep it in the discharge tube is will be giving you the characteristic properties of that particular gas or atoms. Second one, the spectrum thus formed consists of the bright lines or bands on a dark background. We'll be learning it again in the optics. Bright lines or bands on a dark background, and are respectively called line or atomic spectrum, band or molecular spectrum. Line spectrum or atomic spectrum, that corresponds to gases in atomic state. Band or molecular spectrum. Third one, this spectrum will help us in the identification of the particular gas present in the discharge tube. So with this we completed atoms. Now we'll be doing some problems based on them. Any doubts? Any questions you can ask? Any doubts are there?
No, sir.
Joined lately. Pranav, you are late. Swarna, late.
No, sir.
Be in time, ma.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pranav, I think you have some correction problems. I'm seeing your name, but you could not log in.
Yes, sir. It didn't connect to the audio.
Okay. Now, one more point we missed in Rutherford's. I did not focus much. That is Rutherford's distance of closest approach. I gave you as Z is 2ZE square by, you can put note and write down, 2ZE square by 4 pi epsilon 0k. So in the exams, if you want to use it, I gave you this 9 into 10 to the power of 9 into 2z, that is 18 into 10 to the power of 9 ZE square by k. So this is the direct formula for the calculation of distance of closest approach. And suppose this is for the alpha particle which is bouncing like this. And for those particles, here is a nucleus. This is how it is scattered. So this is the reference level in which the atom is present. The atom of the gold atom is present. And here is the line of reference drawn from the point where it started scattering. So draw a tangent to this curve at this point. And the perpendicular distance between the line of reference along which alpha particle moves and the nucleus of the gold atom is called the impact parameter. This impact parameter, of course, is also impact parameter only, but it is when it is bouncing back, when it is getting reflected completely. In case of scattering, means it's moving away from the nucleus. It's not bouncing, it's moving away from the nucleus. This is how we define the impact parameter. So this is the perpendicular distance of the line of scattering from the nucleus of the atom. So this angle is the scattering angle, and we get the impact parameter. B is given by the formula ZE square by 4 pi epsilon 0 into K for kinetic energy, multiplied by cot theta by 2. So this is called the impact parameter. I repeat, ZE square by 4 pi epsilon 0 multiplied by K into cot theta by 2, K for kinetic energy of alpha particle. So a graph is also plotted. Rare chances are there to get this. These are the number of alpha particle getting scattered, taken on y-axis, and the scattering angle is taken on x-axis. So this was the graph, rectangular hyperbola. Not much explanation is needed for us, only just reference. And even there is a probability relation was given by Rutherford. Please write the number of alpha particles which get scattered near the gold nucleus varies directly as 1 by sine theta by 2 to the power of 4. 1 by sine theta by 2 to the power of 4. Only relation importance. And even I explained you the Rutherford's model defects. It could not explain the very basic stability of the atom. Second one, it failed to explain the fine structure. It failed to explain the atomic and molecular spectra and the origin, because very stability itself had become a big question mark. Hence, rest of all the things we did not mention. So with this, we concluded the atoms topic. Now we'll do few problems today. Shall we? Have you noted these points?
Yes, sir.
Oh. Yeah, please note down the problem. What is that impact parameter and that number of alpha particles getting scattered and the relation, angle of scattering? Rarely chances are there to get conceptual questions. No problems are there, but distance of closest approach, yes, we can have some problems. Please take one problem based on that. In an experiment, an alpha particle of energy, yeah, as usual, time is going to run out and we'll log in back again. Okay, don't run away. Few more days, we'll come out of this problem. Alpha particle of energy, 7.7 million electron volts, capital M for million, approaches the gold nucleus. When the alpha particle approaches, when the alpha particle comes to the distance of closest approach, this changes to the potential energy. This changes to potential energy. Find this distance. Find this distance. How will you do this? We have the equation. Kinetic energy is equal to, yes, Z is 2ZE square by 4 pi epsilon 0 D. So D is equal to 18 into 10 to the power of 9 ZE square by K. So if you substitute the values, it is 18 into 10 to the power of 9. Z for gold, 79, remember it, E square, 2.56 into 10 to the power of minus 38, because electronic charge is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. So E square, 2.56 into 10 to the power of minus 38. And kinetic energy, 7.7 million electron volts. Million means 10 to the power of 6 into electron volts to joules. 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. So here, because we need not, let us not square it initially, 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 whole square. So this 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 will cancel with the square in the numerator. And we have 10 to the power of 9. This is minus 25 plus 9. Minus 25 plus 9 means 10 to the power of minus 16. Please check. So I'm left with 180 into 79 by 77 into 10 to the power of minus 16. So this becomes, yeah, you have to calculate it. (180) into 1.6 also is there. See, we missed it. Yes. So 1.6 by 77 means 16 into 18 into 79 by 77. So almost it cancels. Correct? So this is nearly 300. Not 300, 3 to 10 to the power of 4 you will get. So finally it comes out to be 30 into 10 to the power of minus 12. 3 into 10 to the power of minus 14 meters. So multiply and divide with 10. 30 into 10 to the power of minus 15 meters or 30 Fermi. 1 Fermi is equal to 10 to the power of minus 15 meters. 1 Fermi is equal to 10 to the power of minus 15 meters. So we'll get 30 Fermi is the answer. Fermi was the name of a nuclear physicist, Enrico Fermi, who first designed the nuclear reactor. Shall we go to next? Yeah. Shall we go to next problem? So one of you should tell me.
Sir, what is the unit for Fermi?
One Fermi is 10 to the power of minus 15 meters. Just as angstrom is used to express wavelengths, Fermi is used to express nuclear distances.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. I'll give you one more problem. Please try. A gold foil with the density 19.3 a gold foil with the density 19.3 grams per centimeter cube into 10 to the power of 3 also you can put grams per centimeter cube, and molecular weight 197 grams per mole, has a thickness of 2 microns. 1 micron means 10 to the power of minus 6 meters. Yeah, these are the units used to express different lengths. Micron normally used for size of expressing bacteria. Based on this only we got name microscope. It is used to scatter alpha particles. It is used to scatter alpha particles with the kinetic energy 8 million electron volts. 8 million electron volts. Find the fraction of alpha particles scattered at angles. Find the fraction of alpha particles scattered at angles more than 90 degrees. So I'll just give you the method. Mostly it's a chemistry question except that impact parameter formula. So the total number of nuclei of gold present per unit volume can be found using the formula Avogadro number into density by molecular atomic mass. So it is Avogadro number 6.023. I am taking it as 6 into 10 to the power of 23. And density is 19.3 by molecular atomic mass 197. So it will be around 19.3, 197. So nearly 6 into 10 to the power of